Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Niche Girls podcast. My name's Jessie.
I'm
I'm
Yolanda.
Kristen. I screwed it up this time. We
Kristen
literally
totally
just
screwed
talked
it
Okay,
up.
about
I
this.
got scared. I was like, well, maybe third.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, one day we'll get it, I swear. But
Hey, we got it really well last time.
I was
yeah,
gonna say, I think we did it last time, but
yeah.
It doesn't always go in our favor, and that's totally fine. And I'm sure people just giggle every single time we hop over each other,
We
and
don't know.
that's
yeah.
great. And I love it.
It's impressive. Last time it was so early in the morning and we got it, and
We
now
got it.
Now
We
it's
were all
later
like,
in the
all right,
day,
we
and we're
got
not
this.
getting it. Yeah, no.
we were extra focused because we were all dead, so we were like,
Yes,
all right. Like,
I love it. Awesome.
In our
Well,
defense,
today,
we've all had very busy weeks. So
oh, God, yeah, I know.
yeah,
Well, I'm
weird
sure
week.
they'll hear all about it.
Yeah.
Yolanda, how was your week?
It's been interesting. There's been weird stuff happening at work. I
Good.
had COVID, so I was also really sick before I went back to work. So it's been great. It's been a
Yeah.
it's been a journey, but yeah, we just have a rambunctious group right now as my
Yeah.
hotel. So
I love it.
it's
Did you get your hair done again? It looks darker.
I didn't. I think it's the way the light is, but I need to get it done. I don't know if
I
anyone
know. You
else.
keep
very
saying that you
long
want it.
too. I feel like it's grown
I
like
I
a
can't wait
lot.
to chop it off. I can't. I'm the second that I get married. I think I have an appointment like a month after, and I'm
Nice.
just like to there because
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. But
Yeah.
basically, if anyone is getting married and wants any type of updo, if you want a bun style, they like charge you extra if they have to put in like this foam bun thing and like use extensions. And so she had told me, she was like, if you let your hair grow a bit more, we won't have to use extensions. So I have not touched it. But yeah, I have a ton of grays under there that I need to
Hear
get
that.
done because somehow being close to 30, my mom started getting grays at 13. And so my sister and I are covered in
13?
them. Yeah, so my sister and
It's
I
Wow.
are
hereditary sometimes. Yeah, my brother got gray very early, and he's just
Yeah.
in his mid-30s. Yeah.
so my
I'm
sister and
lucky.
I are
My,
like
my
covered in them.
parents are still like 50-50, and they're
That's
in their
wild.
60s.
I'm
Oh,
getting them
word.
too, but
My mom, if she didn't
I'm
dye her
also
hair, would
40,
be full
so.
gray. So I'm considering after I chop my hair to kill my hairstylist and have a blonde bit again, just because of how much gray is coming in.
I loved your blonde bit. That was my favorite.
Yeah,
I
it's
liked
cute.
it, but I hated when it would like grow out. So I
Do
don't know.
do the underneathies.
I love the underneath, but I
love it.
I like the dark a lot. But the grays
It's all
are
good.
really showing. But so that's been my
And
week.
and Kristen,
Yeah.
how's your week going?
Good. Just busy. Just really
Yeah.
busy. You know, the kids have a bunch of activities, and I was saying to the girls before, I think I live in my car, or I live
Yeah.
at the school now. Like it's just this is my life. So
Yeah. And then
yeah,
we just covered the Epcot 100th,
yeah,
and that
Oh,
was an all-day affair. Some
yeah.
new booths opened, which they're calling 100th booths, but they're food and wine booths, but that's
Good
fine.
windows.
I was
I don't
confused.
know.
Apparently, they're staying open like through Festival of the Holidays too.
That would
Okay.
make sense.
Yeah.
Because they are definitely trying to distinguish that they're different.
Yeah.
But it's like they're not because like they're in the food and wine passport. So it's like
I don't
What
know.
are you
I was
doing?
very confused about it. I may have misunderstood it, but that's the way I understood it. So
It's
I
weird.
think they're grasping at straws with that whole 100th thing at Epcot. You know, Jesse and I were there last week to cover it, and it was like some banners were up. There was a statue, they put a mural up,
Yeah.
but
That was it.
that was really it. Like
the
they had the
balloon bucket
popcorn
is
bucket.
cute,
Yeah. It's just a different color balloon.
but she's cute.
Yeah.
She's cute.
Yeah,
I like
I
the
don't-
silver one better.
It seems to me the
Personally.
celebration came a bit late, I guess, because Disney 100 started merchandise wise and at Disneyland months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, a
And then
long
they-
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just seems late, but I did really love the coverage of it. It was very cute.
Yeah. Thanks.
Except for
It
the
was
hard
fun.
bread scared me, though. I don't want that bread.
That bread was so hard.
Jesse
Yeah.
took a bite on stories of this bread from I think it was like the charcuterie booth, and
Yeah.
she could not even like get her teeth through it.
No, we could not get
It
our
was
teeth through
so
it.
hard. And like my teeth are
Rock
sharp.
solid.
Like I
Yeah.
still
So-
couldn't bite it.
Just keep an
Yeah.
eye on that if you go to the charcuterie booth.
I feel
Yeah.
like the bread at Food and Wine in general can go either way. Like Jesse and I, we've pretty much eaten everything at the festival between
Yeah.
like niche stuff and then just our day job.
Yeah.
And it's some of the bread was just really disappointing. But
Yeah.
then sometimes you go back and it's great. So
Yeah,
you just
Who
don't
knows?
know what you're gonna get.
I'm considering
Well-
going Tuesday because I still haven't done food and wine. I've had I've
It's
had maybe
good. You
3
just,
items.
you got to know what to expect.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
there with low expectations, and then if something amazes you, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the things that are good are usually the things that are good, like the Canadian cheddar cheese soup. Like that's always good.
Always good.
Always good.
Always good.
I know.
True.
But all right, so that's a little bit about our weeks, a little bit of our personal lives.
Yeah.
We are going to talk today about our Parks by Design series. Today, we're going to do Magic Kingdom. So we've done Epcot already, we've done Hollywood Studios already. This one will be Magic, and then our next one will be Animal Kingdom as our last and final one. Maybe we'll throw in some holiday ones, here and there, just depending on how we feel and how many
Yeah,
designs we
we
actually have.
could combine like all of our holiday
I was gonna
designs.
say, I
Yeah.
think like after the Christmas ones drop, we could do like a
Yeah.
Yeah.
holiday where I will
Absolutely.
attempt not to pick a
That'll be fun.
holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so for Magic Kingdom Parks by Design, who wants to go first? Kristen?
Sure.
Go for
I'll
it.
go for it.
What's your favorite Parks by Design for Magic Kingdom?
Okay, so my favorite magic. Well, first of all, I should say that it changes all the time. I had a really hard time picking because I feel like it changes all the time, and like sometimes I feel like a deep spiritual connection to one based on like what is
true.
going on in my life, and then other times I just like don't feel the same way. So like Jessie and Yolanda got theirs really quick, and they were like, "What do you mean? You love this one? You love this one?" And I'm like, "No, I do. I love it. Yes, but in this moment." I'm not feeling a spiritual connection to
I'm not
any of
loving
them.
it.
But there's one that pretty much all the time you feel some sort of connection to, and that is the drunken hippo or the wonky-eyed hippo.
Yeah, I do always feel a connection to
Yeah.
her. I agree. I don't
She's
have it
our
out right now.
Yeah,
first.
he was our first
Yeah.
design, and
Ever.
yeah. So he was our first, and so I think for all of us, he just holds like a really special place in all of our
Yeah.
hearts. For me personally,
It's when we knew Monroe was perfect also.
yeah,
like, the
exactly. This
first
was like the
sketches.
first one that she did for us, and I just remember looking at it and being so blown away. Like, how can somebody be so talented? Like, how? As somebody who has not
Yeah.
one artistic bone in her body, like I don't. It's just like amazing to me how somebody can just like
Yeah, agreed.
do that, like create something
that.
like so
Yeah.
amazing out of like
So
nothing.
cute.
It's wild to me. So
I know.
yeah, it's awesome.
Love.
But I know for me personally too, and my parents tell this story all the time, even though I'm like a full-fledged adult now, like legitimately a middle-aged woman. They still tell this story. But when I was a kid, and like a kid, I'm talking like this was back in the early 80s. It had to be like 84. When we went on this ride, Small World, I thought that the hippo's teeth were ice cream. So I would like, I don't, again, like these are the weird things that like you do as a child and little kids. And
Yeah.
growing up, they would tell the story all the time, how I would be like, oh, the happy hippo has ice cream in his mouth. And I was so embarrassed. And now I find that like when my kids do something like that, I think it's like the most incredible thing. And I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like a full circle moment for me where I think something is like really embarrassing, but then my kids do something similar. And I'm like, oh, now that's what it's called. Like those
There
they're
it
now
is.
ice cream. That is what
I
that
love
is.
that.
So good luck. So yeah, so it's just like a cute
love
little
that.
story, and every time I see the sticker, like it makes me think of that. And even like my mom too, she was like, "Can you get me? I want to order a shirt with the hippo on it because of what." Like so, like even my parents are into
Ice
it.
cream.
Like they love this design, and it makes them think of it. So that's yeah,
That's
that's
great.
mine. I mean, again, I love. I feel like they're all our babies, right? Like, how do you really,
They are.
A lot of our Magic Kingdom ones were like our starter little pieces, and we're like super attached to certain ones. And, at that time we were really trying to like pull other
yeah.
parks in.
Yeah.
And even
And
if like,
yeah, that one will
I know we were
always be
talking before
special.
about one in particular, and I'll let you guys say it, but it's like even when you don't necessarily feel an affinity for it, like you didn't go on the ride or it's not something that you grew up with, like it's still when you see the design, like now it has meaning because it was like a good seller for us, or we had a great time designing it, or, like there's some story
Yeah.
behind it now that there necessarily wasn't. So it's like where you could have made that distinction, like, oh, this one, but we say that all the
It's
time, right? Like
harder.
I have no attachment to it. Yolanda, you do. Like what do you think? But now then
Yeah, like you
you
make
All the
gain that
time.
attachment to it almost by like that process. So
Yeah.
it's a little,
Yeah.
Like it was funny for the hippo, like one of the things I remember, it came back and we were like, okay, so cute, but like she doesn't look broken enough, like she just doesn't look off enough. And it
She
was
needs
really
to be
funny because you
more.
just had constant like drawings being sent and all three of us being like, but does it come across as a wonky hip?
Yeah.
Like we literally had to like keep being
Lower
like,
the eye.
can it
Wonkier.
lower that
Make her
eyelash
look
more? Like make it,
wasted.
yeah, we want her to look off, man. Like that's so it was really funny, and I remember being in love with the little toes on
I
her
know,
too.
yeah.
Like we were
Oh
like
my
these little,
god,
And
the
the little birds
toes.
the little
were
I
so cute.
obsessed with
they
the
were just
little
really
toes.
cute, like little
I
chubby
know, she's
feet.
so cute.
And so I can
Yeah.
kind of see the ice cream teeth. Okay, I can.
I mean, like when you're legitimately like
Okay.
1.5 years old, like, 2 years old,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
don't know
funny
better.
too. Now I'm at the point where with that ride where like God forbid they ever fix that hippo.
No,
Like
For
I'll
real.
be
no.
I'm attached to weird things in It's a Small World, like the water lines on the Italy
Yeah,
dude. I'm like, don't clean the water lines. They've been there now for like it's been too
yeah.
long. You have to leave the
Years.
water lines. If
We
they
need the
ever
water line.
clean, it, God forbid they ever dust or clean in there, I'll be like, why would you do that? Why would
I
you
Why
know.
are
upkeep
you
this?
ruining the magic with your cleaning?
How I feel about country bears. Like you could have just put some WD-40. You didn't need to touch it, but it's
I
fine.
know. Agreed.
You didn't need to do anything. So yeah, if they ever fix the hippo, I'll probably be like,
Why'd you
because they're
fix
not
the
the only
hippo?
people who now have like fan art of this. Like there's if you go into the art store at Epcot, there's like a $300 painting, and the hippo in the Small World painting
Yeah.
is wonky. So like
Is wonky.
that's how long it's been broken. It's very famous.
I
So
feel like the
like
Disneyland hippo too, like it's not quite right either. And I feel like they're not like they're kind of
Yeah.
it's not both at the
yeah,
same
they don't move
time.
at the same
No,
I
time.
think
So
it's
I
it's
feel
like
like they're kind
winged.
of leaning into it a little bit, but I don't know.
they have to
We'll
like.
see.
But yeah, if they ever fix it,
Yes.
they can't. They can't fix
God, I
it.
hope not, because that hippo is amazing. Honestly, like
No.
I never really liked Small World, but Jake, my fiance, loves it. He absolutely loves Small World, and he wants to go on it every single time we go to Magic Kingdom.
I
And
love
I'm
it.
like, okay, I'll go see the wonky
Yeah,
hippo.
it's like the what gets
Yeah.
you on the ride.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
fine.
Fine. So now I obviously, because we have her as a design, like I do,
Yeah,
have more attachment to
Yeah.
the hippo in the ride. So yeah, it's a sticker that's, again, it was our first, so it's always gonna have special meaning to
yeah.
me for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, Yolanda, you're up. What is your Magic
Okay.
Kingdom favorite park by design?
Mine is again, it was really hard to choose. I had a runner up, but I didn't pick it. I had two runners
We-
up. It was hard, like Jesse said, and Magic Kingdom isn't
Yeah.
even my favorite park. I chose People Mover here, lady. There we go. She's in focus color wise now. I chose it for a couple reasons. Again, like they said, the design process was really fun. On the ride, this isn't like it's like completely over her head. You can't really like see her that much. So we had to make it very clear that her
Yeah.
hair was getting done. Like we wanted it to come across like she was in a salon.
Yep.
And still make it very identifiable with like the space hat, and then of course we kept the hidden Mickey on this one exactly where the hidden Mickey is in the ride, which is on her
Yeah.
belt. So there's a few reasons why it's my favorite, but I just think the authenticity and the times that I have worn this shirt or people have seen the sticker, they're like, I've never seen merch of her.
Yeah.
And my family points out that hidden Mickey over the time. In terms of like Kristen, why it's like nostalgic or why I'm attached to it is because I have always never been a roller coaster person for my entire
Yeah, me too.
existence. So normally when people go on Space Mountain, I'll ride it. I'll ride Space Mountain now, but not if there's a long line because that tube of line gives me a migraine because of the blue
Oh,
flashing
yeah.
lights. So unless it's like a 20-minute wait, I'm not doing it. But so I would always go on the People Mover, and back in like when I was in the college program or even when I was younger, and the times we did go to Disney, Disney didn't used to have the lines like it did now. And so sometimes they let you stay on the People Mover, like they let you keep going. So my mom and I would ride it like a couple times while my sister and my dad went on Space Mountain. So I really loved the People Mover, so much so that like I remember even like Kristen, when we were working for our previous company, the voiceover changed, and we were like,
Oh
hey,
my
we're
God.
we're like 1,000% sure that the voiceover changed, and they're like, probably not, and we were like, no, we had
I
it
noticed
memorized,
it like the
so it
second I
changed.
stepped onto the platform and that whole spiel about like hands and arms and the whole thing. I was like, this is different. This is different. This is different. I don't know, but
Like,
something's
what?
not like this is, I ride this every
It's
day.
off,
Like, this
yeah.
is different. And I remember the
Yeah, we
pushback was
had to
kind
write
of
it
like,
to get
yeah, well,
Tron
maybe
footage.
it just, and then like the ride was going and I'm like, this is different. This is so different. This is different. Like,
Yeah. We were like, no, this is very breaking news because like it's not the same. So yeah,
It's
if
different.
you, it's
and it
gotten a few
changed a
different
lot.
voiceovers over
The
the
audio
years.
really changed this
A
last time.
lot.
Like sometimes it's been a little like but this time it's
Not
different.
that much. Yeah, it's very different. So that's why I'm always happy when they keep the infrastructure the same. And they've kept People Mover Hair Lady for as long as I can remember. She's
I
been
think they
know.
the
added
Mickey
her
on
back
that
in the
ride,
90s,
but
I think. I can't remember. But she wasn't there when I was like little.
Yeah.
But they added her, I think, in the 90s. And what I do like about this iteration of the People Mover like script is it does call back to some Tomorrowland things from previous
it does.
years. You know, if I don't, I'm sure we're all the same way. Like, I don't like when things change in Disney. I get very like,
Yeah.
why do we need to do this?
Yeah.
But I do like the way they say like this is the time and like you H2O it to like I just kind of like some of those like if you
Yeah.
had wings, like all of those little things they pepper in which were callbacks to
Yeah.
old school Tomorrowland. So
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. So, like, people mover hair lady. She was also my first pick, but I chose my runner up just because Yolanda was like, I'm gonna choose her, and I was like, okay, fine. So I won't choose her. But growing up, I always wanted to do hair, so I was like,
Aw, yeah.
yeah, I was like, I am obsessed with her. She is me. Like, she is blonde, her little bold
Yeah.
lips. Like, I love her. I just resonate with her so much. It honestly, it feels like I'm looking at a picture of myself, but like in a sticker form. Is that weird?
No.
Like, I don't know.
And I love how Disney has like given us like these very fun female animatronic
Yeah.
characters all throughout. I mean,
I
like
love it.
Earth throughout this and Pirates.
Yeah.
There's fun female animatronic characters. So
Yeah.
I just kind of love the spirit of them.
I
So,
know, me too. And I feel like if I was ever like in the future, like I would buy one
Oh
of
my
these
God, for
helmets like
sure.
for myself.
yeah.
Yeah, and just like do my own hair. I can like visualize it, because I did go to school and get my cosmetology license, and I still do that on the side here and there. I have some kid clients that I still do from my previous job, and I still love it. It's just not something I want to do full time. But like if I had something like this, I could do so many more clients. Just be
Just
like,
plop the
let me
helmet
just
on,
plug it into my
program it,
head,
walk away.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
I
be
feel like
amazing.
eventually I could see that easily being a thing. Like I think the more that we bring technology into things, I
Well,
could
they
see
already
it.
have
See it
that
getting
You
like
never know.
better.
the vacuum hair cutter thing, right? Where it's like it's not like a
Yes.
helmet, but it's like the thing that basically all you have to do is plug it in and take the thing and go, and it'll, you know, do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
And
I
there's the robot that does like the nail painting, like it like
yeah,
it's like a
yeah,
gel manicure. You like put your and it does the manicure. So like I think it's
that's
possible.
crazy. It's
I think
crazy. I read the other day, this is just reminding me of this, that the Jetsons is 61 years old, okay? 61 years old is when the Jetsons was made, 61 years ago. And we're still not up to where the
when did the
Jetsons were.
Jetsons take place? I don't remember.
that's crazy.
2000
I don't
something.
remember.
We're close to some Back to the Future things like the hoverboard and stuff. Like we're
Yeah,
close.
and it's like we're like not, and maybe they did invent it, but they never told us. So,
At
who
least we
knows?
have all most of the stuff in the end of Carousel of Progress we have. Like you can talk to your oven now.
Yeah.
You can ask
Yeah.
Alexa. If you have a Google Home, like you can. I know there's some fridges and
Yeah.
stuff now where you can
Hey,
like
it's that, you're
you
gonna
can
make mine
ask
go
your
off.
fridge if you have milk now. Like so. But yeah, I same thing with Carousel of Progress. I hope they never change the end scene because I kind of love how now we have
I love it.
the glasses games
The
and stuff.
VR. Yeah. No, it's so
But,
cool.
but yeah, I absolutely love her. And if you haven't been on People Mover in the last year or so, they've changed the voiceover. But I pride myself on having Disney things memorized, and I don't have the new script memorized. It's very chatty.
I don't
So
either.
I write it a lot.
I don't, and it makes
Parts
me
of it, I
mad.
should say. Maybe not
Yeah.
the whole
But
thing.
it's very chatty.
I have parts of it memorized, but not all of
Yeah.
it. Not
Don't-
not
and
for the new one.
I liked the voice before, and I also liked at the end when he was like, "Share fun." I always thought that was really weird by Monsters Inc. I don't
I love it.
understand why he said that.
All right.
So.
So, my runner up, or, it was a very close first because I was like, I really love both of these. But since Yolanda picked her, I was like, let me go with my runner. So it's just funny because Yolanda's wearing the shirt right now.
I am. I try to wear. I
So
have a lot of nice shirts, so
it's
I
the
try
You
to.
Make It Wet Splash Mountain Briar Rabbit. He's so cute.
He's so cute, and I was telling Jesse I didn't pick it because I barely rode this. I don't like drops,
Same.
so
I
that's
rode it
mainly why.
all
But
the
I love the
time.
box. I love the little zippity doo dah at the end.
I rode it all the time. When it was closing, when I was in Disneyland, I made sure to go on it because I knew that I wouldn't be back by the time it was closed.
That's
So I was
smart.
like, I don't care if I'm going to get soaked in 60-degree weather. I am going. Did I get off and freeze? Yes. But it was worth it because I got to go on Splash Mountain in Disneyland. And then here, when it was closing, I was like, I need to go on this ride as
Yeah, and you
many times as
did.
possible. So
You run
Jake and
along
I
good.
literally like right after work we like ran to Magic Kingdom just to go on Splash, and we managed to go
Yeah,
on
you
about
did.
4 times in the week. In the week of it closing, we were both really upset that Splash Mountain was closing, and to this day I'm still upset. And this sticker makes me sad, but also happy. It's kind
Yeah.
of a mixed emotions kind of thing
Mhm.
because like I would love to keep this sign. Like
Yeah.
if I could
You could go on Etsy
buy
and
that
they have like
sign, which
replicas. Like people make replicas. I thought about getting one for
Yeah.
my like
I
patio because we have a
know,
pool outside. So I thought it'd be cute to
yeah,
get one and like hang it up in my pool area.
so
But
cute.
That would be
Yeah.
so
And
cute.
honestly, like I may like once I do get like a house or like a jacuzzi or
yeah,
a pool or something that would make sense. Honestly, I may just blow up our
yeah,
design and
that's true. I
frame
could
it
do that.
Yeah, you could get a canvas of it.
Or
Yeah.
put it on like a canvas
because
or
I love
something.
our
Yeah.
design. Yeah, yeah, something since we have the design, so I just love it so much. But yeah, and then we did this hidden Mickey, and the hidden Mickey in this one, we were
It's
all
so
so
good.
stumped.
I don't
We
know
were
if
so
you can.
stumped. We were like, where the hell is this hidden Mickey? I was like, I can't find it. Do you remember where it is,
I think it's in
Yolanda?
the A, right?
Nope.
Of the you
And that's why
may.
I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
You may. So it's in the A for May.
Okay, wait.
Can you see
There
it?
we
Yeah.
go.
Well, if you're listening, Yolanda's
Much
like
It's in the
really
clearer.
zooming
A
in on
for
her shirt
May.
right now. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you can clearly see it. Yeah, I see. I already
Yeah.
forgot where it was.
It's in the A for
Um,
May. And well, because we thought she was gonna put it in like one of the drops from his ear, so
yeah,
like
one of
Yeah,
the
somewhere
she's
in
water
done that
drops. We were like,
in the
before.
obvious.
So
background. Yeah, because we were like thinking, oh, she'll probably do something like that, and then she put it in the A for May. We were like, where's the hidden Mickey? Where?
Where is
And
it?
then we found it. We're like,
my daughter
oh,
finds them really
wow,
fast,
She's
and if
just
like there's
brilliant.
not one in there in a
really
draft, she's always like, "Mom, I don't see it," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
good. We need
We
Yeah,
need
I
to
know. I'm
Harper's
check.
like, oh, "Okay, I'll
approval.
tell her
We
that's
need to
not in
check the
there then."
one.
We got to look at the new one.
The one from yesterday. I don't
Yeah.
think I checked that. I was
I
like
didn't
I
check
said.
either.
I was looking at it real quick.
We gotta look.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
yeah. We
sometimes it's like
we
the
love
last
our
thing
hidden
that she puts in
Mickeys.
because she like will wait till it's done and like colorized and then be like, okay, this is where it makes the most sense.
Yeah.
But then like sometimes because it's the last thing, it doesn't. We look at it, we're like, that's great, approved, and
We
then we're
forget.
like, wait a minute, and then she's same thing. She's like, wait,
There's
wait,
no
I didn't put it
Mickey.
in, so we scramble then at the last minute.
Yeah, I know. But yes, so You Make It Wet is, you know, again, special place in my heart, special placeholder. Um, I can't even like walk past the construction now because it just makes me sad. They took
I
off the
know.
top of
I
Splash
think,
Mountain.
and they took it away a lot of like the. I think I don't know. I'm gonna miss the thorns and
The briar
everything. Like
patch,
just like
yeah.
that
Yeah,
whole,
I feel like too.
just all of how
This
it was
is
decorated. I really hope they don't take away the playground, the laughing place. I like, as you know, my thing about playgrounds.
they'll
So I
probably
hope they
know.
keep
leave
it
that little
and just
area.
like re-theme it.
retheme
My
it.
issue too is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
already, and we've talked about this on countless podcast episodes now, so I sound like a broken record. But when they like, the original concept for this Tiana's Bayou adventure, it looked like really cool, right? It had like the boat on top, and they had kept kind of like the Chickapin Hill, and it looked really cool. And now,
Yeah.
of course, like that they're actually in progress building it, you could see once again they've really pared down what they're gonna do,
Yeah.
and it doesn't look
Mhm.
as cool.
They're like, oh, this is a lot bigger of a
So it's
project
like
than we
again,
thought.
like you kind of it was a tough pill to swallow. Like, okay, we're getting rid of this beloved attraction, and I get it. I get why, and I certainly
Yeah.
feel that it's valid to an
I
extent.
get why,
I get it, but it's like it's a hard pill to swallow. But then they're giving you something cool, right? You're like, well, this looks kind of awesome, okay. But then they start building it, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
maybe can it be the cool thing that you showed me originally because I liked that. Like, I don't know that I like this.
I
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
that.
So like I don't know. I'm just interested to see.
I'm hoping that the inside looks good. I will say I have a thing for like I'm not a massive fan of the new style animatronics where it's like the
The
animated
projection
face
face, yeah.
and everything.
No.
I really like haunted mansion style things, spaceship Earth style things. I think it's just like I like to see the old build outs. I don't love the use of screens everywhere.
Yeah. Same.
Just because like to me it feels a bit more
I agree.
lazy. So I hope that the build out of Splash Mountain is really immersive and there is still a lot of actual
Yes.
built sets. Because I love a
Yeah, and I
fully
think
built out
screens
set.
are okay, but use
Um,
it to enhance your set, like
yeah,
Right. And that was my biggest thing with Navi River because when I first went on Navi River boat ride, like I was like, oh my God, I heard this. There's an amazing animatronic at the end. This is going to be so cool. There's going to be animatronics everywhere. And then you ride it and it's screens. And there is one amazing animatronic
yeah,
at the end. And that
yeah.
animatronic is
yeah.
flawless. Like she's
Yeah, you could see
all
the lips
fancy,
curling on
beautiful,
it, and I mean the eyes, it's amazing.
Yeah,
gorgeous,
absolutely.
stunning.
But they
But
blew
that is
their
the only
budget on
part of the
that
ride that I
one
like.
But why
animatronic.
isn't there more of them?
Like,
Why isn't there more of them?
right.
See, I
Like
don't like
give
that ride
me
anymore. I lost
gi-
trivia the other day because of it. So
give me animatronics that are running through a forest or just even like singing and a
yeah.
screen behind them. That's fine. Don't just give me a screen to look at.
No, and I know they have the technology. If you look at
Oh God,
like the
yeah.
Beast
Oh yeah.
animatronic in Tokyo, Shanghai, and
Oh my God, yes.
their animatronics in Shanghai and
Hmm.
Tokyo are insane. Like if you go
Amazing.
online and watch videos of the ride throughs, especially the
Oh
Pirates
yeah.
ride and stuff,
They
they're
look so
absolutely
real.
crazy. So I know that we have that technology. I know that we have different like if you go in the Beauty and the Beast meet and greet like storytelling,
Yeah.
there's some really cool like the chest and everything. It like
So
moves.
cool.
So I know that we have the technology to really great animatronics, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes, like Kristen said, it feels like we need to get it open. We need to be on budget, and I'd rather if we're already going to take the time. I mean,
Make it right.
we spent almost 2 years building fountains, so I think that we could spend more time building
There's that.
animatronics.
There is the two and a
Sorry,
half
the
years it
Epcot
took to
walls
build
were up for
fountains.
a long
But
time, and like, don't get
They're
me wrong,
still up.
Tafiti's gorgeous, Tafiti's beautiful, but like, it is fountains. Um,
Mountains.
so I just feel like we could put the same time into delivering more on
yeah,
what
I
we
agree.
promised.
I
I
agree.
know.
So
I
Bad.
agree.
it's just,
We'll have to
it's
see.
just and if you've been on any newer Universal rides, like even Hagrid's, let's take that one.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah.
they have a roller coaster, right? So, like for instance, Guardians, right? The entire ride is all screens. I've been on that ride when the screens break. There's nothing, but like Hagrid's is half roller coaster and half still built out sets, and it kind of like
Story.
slows you down by those sets, speeds you up, and it's the same with like the ride that makes you super nauseous, the castle ride. They do a great
Journey. Forbidden
job.
Journey.
Yeah, Forbidden Journey, they do a really great job of taking you by screens, but then also still
Yeah.
built out things.
Yeah.
And
With
I think
Forbidden
that
Journey, like I literally I memorized it.
so
So 'cause
motion sick.
I can't watch any screens, but I love going on that ride because
Yeah.
of the build out.
Yeah, the
So
sets are so
so
cool.
I memorized it. I can tell when we're at a screen, so I'll close my eyes and the second we move, I'm like, "Oh, we're at animatronic. I can open." So I
Yeah,
watch all of those built-in parts and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
so good.
So freaking cool. But the
Yeah,
screen parts I can't
Yeah.
watch.
yeah. And
So,
they do that with Gringotts as well. So
yeah,
I'm hoping
love
that
Gringotts.
Disney kind of just uses what they have. I mean, their
Yeah.
Imagineers are brilliant. So
Give us more
Yeah.
animatronics.
yeah, we get these. So I'm just hoping that maybe what we're seeing on the outside, the inside of Tiana's is going to be cool. I'm also the line for Splash Mountain inside is very long. I was in there for 3 hours
And
when we rode it the last
claustrophobic in
time,
certain
and like,
areas too.
oh yeah.
Yeah. It's narrow.
So they can do a lot with that decoration wise, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping they
I would
do.
like if
I'm
they just
just
made it a
Yeah.
little bit more airy in there. Because even as a kid, I remember being in there and being like, I don't like this feeling. Like, this is
tight.
not, yeah, I
Can't
can't
breathe.
breathe in here.
It's
Yeah.
So,
tight.
Same.
no.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree to being attached to Briar Rabbit because he was so cute, and
Yeah.
the ride at the end it's a classic. But
Yeah.
Fingers crossed on Tiana's
I
bike
think
adventure.
the
I
lead
know.
Imagineer on it,
Um,
she's the one that did Runaway Railway. I believe I have my people right, and her name is
Okay.
not coming to me right now. So I feel like that's promising because Runaway
no idea.
Railway it's cute.
Cute.
Again, a lot of screens, but like it's in that sort of thing. I think
There's
it makes
still a
sense because
couple.
you're
They-
supposed to be
Daisy,
inside
and they
a
have-
they have, yeah,
cartoon, right?
It's a screen face I'm talking about,
Yeah.
but there's still animatronics.
So-
there is. Yeah, they did a good job with
so
it.
I'm
Yeah.
hopeful.
Yeah.
I will say I went into Runaway with no expectations, and I
Same.
was like pleasantly surprised by it. Like
Same.
I'm still salty
Me
they got
too.
rid of the Great Movie Ride though. I will never forgive.
no, it
Runaway
wasn't
Railway
worth the
for that.
loss
Never.
at all.
Never.
It wasn't
No.
worth the loss at all, and I think
No.
we
Yeah.
could have had both. There was room in studios for both, so I don't
No.
Yeah.
I will always be
I don't
salty.
know why we had to do that.
Speaking of losses, I do have one more honorable mention for our
Okay,
Magic
do it.
Kingdom designs. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
Skippy.
Oh yes.
Skippy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Skippy has lived on the back of my phone literally since
Yeah.
we got him.
I have his other version too.
So yeah, I mean I like his other version. It's fine, but I just like Skippy. He's chunky. He's fun. His little paws are so cute. His smile, his
I
nose.
had a Skippy
I'm obsessed with
stuffed
him.
animal when I was a
when
kid.
I wear the shirt, I get
Yeah,
like multiple compliments. That's the other
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
He's into like
Prisoner
excess
version.
tech.
Prisoner.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like with the Skippy, like she sent us both of these designs. She sent us, 3 different drawings of him.
We couldn't
And we were
choose.
like, we can't decide
No.
between the little chunky cute guy or the prisoner Skippy.
just
So
did
you know
both.
what? We were like, just
Yeah.
give us both.
Yeah.
Just give us both because
But
we
I feel
can't
like
pick.
he was also in 2 attractions, technically, right? He was in Extraterrestrial Alien,
Yes.
Alien Encounter, and then he was in Stitch's Great Escape.
Yes.
So, like,
Right.
it makes sense. Do 'em both.
Yeah. And his
Yeah.
hidden Mickey also. His hidden Mickey is on his left
Yeah. his little
middle
nails.
finger.
Mm-hmm.
His little nail. And that was another one that was like hard for me to find. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know where this hidden Mickey is, and
There it is.
there it is. But
No,
he's
I-
just he's so cute and
So
little,
cute.
and I'm obsessed with him.
And like I said, like it's one of those like if you know designs. When I
Yeah.
when I actually am wearing the shirt, like people get genuinely like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's from, and I'm like, yes,
Skippy.
yes, it is. So
I know.
I think it's such a fun one, and
I
I like you said, like I missed both Stitch and Aliens.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really
Stitch
like.
I only would go on if it was a walk on. See, I liked the pre-show a lot, so I went a lot.
Love the
but
pre-show.
hopefully we get something with that space.
It's
soon.
been,
It was rumored to
Yeah.
be Vanellope and
that's
Ralph,
what the rumor
and
has
then
been for a long
so.
time.
and they didn't do. That would be really cool. I think I
would.
would love that.
It would.
I don't
So
know.
we'll see.
I hope they do
Yeah,
something
we'll
with
see.
the space.
Do either one of you have any other honorable mentions?
My honorable mention is Rover. I can get it out real quick. but
Rover.
Easily Rover. It's the Carousel of Progress dog, and we've talked about it on another podcast briefly. But why he's my favorite is again the design process was really fun. He originally had 3 tails, like it was wagging, and we just thought it came off odd.
And he was like gray.
Yeah.
He was the wrong color at one
Yeah.
point. We always had the Niagara Falls kind of like bandana, but I was like, oh, I would love another like call to the ride. So the Carousel of Progress
The gear, yeah,
sign outside
rug.
the ride is the rug he's sitting on. And it's just like I love the little details in him.
The
He might
hidden
not be one
Mickey
of our
Is in
Huh?
the rug. The hidden Mickey's
Yeah.
in the rug, right?
Yeah, it's in a string.
In a
It's
string.
In a string
It's
on
like
the rug.
a pull string. Yeah.
A pull string, which you can't really see, but I think it's such a clever design. It might
Yeah.
not be like one of our absolutely best sellers, but when I make my next mug, I'm putting him on there because I just think it's so clever. And if you didn't know, I took a picture that I still haven't put on our social media because it's a pretty dark photo, but they use the same animatronic dog in my other, of course, favorite attraction, Living with the Land. So it's a twofer because it may be Rover, but it's also the Living with the
And the
Land dog
Pirates
in front of
dog,
the
too, is very
1984
similar.
house. So
Yeah.
they're all the same exact animatronic dog with a little bit of different hair color. The Pirates dog is the same type of dog, but he's more Labrador color.
Yeah. He's like
but the
tan.
Living with the Land dog is the exact same dog. So I
love it.
I love that fun fact. I love that. I feel like a lot of people don't know that, and so
love
that's
it.
one of the reasons.
And Kristen,
I don't have her in front
any
of me,
honorables?
but probably Little Leota would probably be my runner-up. right now, just
Okay.
because it's spooky
I don't
season
know what to do with
and
that.
Haunted Mansion is my favorite ride 365
Yeah.
days a year.
Always have to go on it every
Yes.
time I go to Magic.
So
I get that.
Literally
I
every
just
time.
like that. I've always loved. For Halloween, I have fake pumpkins that I've carved through the years, and then I save them. So I have one that I didn't carve. I wrote out that whole spiel that like, hurry back, we were dying to have you. Like I circled it around in like a kind of a spooky cursive.
Love that.
I have them out.
That's
I'll maybe I'll take a picture and I'll put it in stories this week. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a little
yeah,
video of
it's
you
really
spinning it or
cute.
something.
Yeah.
And
I want to see.
I had the hitchhiking ghosts carved, and I only found one this year when I took them out. So I don't know if the other ones got messed up and we tossed them or
Ooh.
what. But I'm gonna have to probably carve new ones of those because they were
Aw.
awesome. But yeah, she's awesome.
Yes.
I
When
love
get-
that ride. I love everything about it, and I want to do
Me too.
1,000 Haunted
Same.
Mansion designs because it's the best.
Yes.
Love it.
I agree. We always
yeah.
need more Haunted Mansions.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Always.
Always.
But yeah, when I get married, you guys can take pictures of the Disney pumpkins and put them in the stories and be like, here's, because I feel like we've been mentioning my wedding for a long time. So you guys can just go around to the tables and just be like,
Here's your
Live stories
wedding.
from
Snap some
Yolanda's
photos.
wedding.
yeah, live
Here
posting.
we are. Here's all
I
of
love it.
But just so people can see the pumpkins.
I'm
can
so
go
excited.
I'll
ahead
have to take a
and
picture of
post,
some
you
of
know?
my pumpkins. I have like Phineas and
Can't
Ferb pumpkins that I've carved, and I
You have to
Nightmare
take
Before Christmas,
pictures
like a whole
of
Nightmare Before
them.
Christmas. I have Oogie Boogie and Jack and Zero and
I
Sally.
love it.
So I would just do a couple every year. You know, I had a Mike and Sully, and
Christian, just do a
Mike was
reel of your
green and Sully
pumpkins.
was a teal pumpkin, and then I glittered on like the purple glitter, but I can't find Sully either, so I don't have Mike out because I don't have Sully.
Oh.
I know.
Boo.
I know.
You'll have to search
There
for them.
might still be a
They're
box in
somewhere.
the garage.
I
I'd have to
want-
go have my
I
husband
want
look
pictures.
because they were, yeah, every year I would just do a couple, you know, and now I have a whole bunch.
Wow.
And
So cute.
my husband gets mad at me because we have to store these big pumpkins year after year.
That's okay.
It's fine. It's for a
Whatever.
good cause. So.
It's fine.
Awesome. Well, that is our Pucks by
Yay.
Design episode. Yay!
Yeah.
We love our Magic Kingdom designs, and they're just so fun. We love them, and we love you. And
Yes.
thank you guys so much for following along.
Oh,
and
What-
we'll see
before
you
we
in 2
go,
weeks. What?
Yes,
Don't forget,
see you in
guys.
I would say
Yeah, when you
Halloween and
order
the
right
discount.
now, you get a free sticker. We're still running the free sticker
Go for it.
promotion. We pick it, so you don't have to do anything. Just every time you place your order, we'll throw one in there. If
Mystery
you order
sticker.
only a
Mystery
shirt, is the
sticker.
only time we won't send it. So you have to kind of order something like a magnet or a sticker from our side of the store. So
Yeah.
if you're only ordering a shirt, we won't do it. But if you order a shirt and like a sticker, then we'll throw one in. And then you get 10% off with Podcast 10. So you can get 10% off and a free sticker right now. So
Yeah. 1010.
Yeah. And all our Halloween designs they come in shirts, so there's lots of different
Yep.
ways to sport them.
I
So
know.
there's pins of one of them, so
I
lots of
lost
different.
my lonesome ghost pin, and I
you
was
didn't
very
have
sad.
a locking pin back on it.
I gotta buy
we
another
also
one.
sell the locking pin back. So what happens to Jessie, what happened does not happen to you. Upgrade. It's like
true.
$1.
It was on
Add the
Goofy, and it
locking
fell
pin
off.
back.
That's tragic.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was like, it's my fault. I didn't put a locking pin back on him.
It is tragic.
That's tragic.
I know. It's okay. I'll buy another one.
And there you go.
Awesome.
Thank
Well, thank you
you.
guys so much. Definitely take advantage of those discounts, and we
Yeah.
appreciate you.
And we'll see you
Bye.
later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.